Greetings, fellow traders. Bubble here. It's time for the Lunchtime Market Update for Friday, August the 7th, 2020. I hope everybody's having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, let's check and see where we are at the market here today. So SPX up 16 cents. So we went green here just now. Monthly chart still green. Weekly chart, we're finishing the week up pretty strong here. Left an open gap below after filling this gap up here. And we're not too far away from all-time highs. Daily chart, though, still a really narrow range, though. We'll see if they can push over yesterday's highs with any momentum. And we might see a push right there. But we're still seeing some low volume coming in here today, too. So just something to keep an eye on here. The SPY, again, it's Friday. Really low volume here as we head into almost 1 o'clock Eastern time as you see this. So really not seeing a lot of activity here. And really kind of the most disturbing thing with the whole thing is that this entire ride up, right, this whole volume, if you look at the volume at the bottom of the page, has been on the way down. So it's like, really confident in that, but it is what it is. It's still working its way up. Let's take a look at the S&P futures. Has keyed us into a lot of nice moves today. We had the job numbers this morning, and again, better than expected. We gave a huge bounce up to one of our signal zones up here, the top of the signal zone, and we reversed really quickly off of that. We ended up finding support at our geometric line and the signal zone here. Came back up here to this major signal zone, right? This base drop area, and bounced off of the upward trend line, right? So we got a nice move up here, another tag of this one, and then this we actually went short in the group here today at this level to get a nice move down back to the 15 orb high, right? And then we just have been seeing some chop right here, another bounce right here, and kind of working its way up. So let's see. I'd like to see some volume come up here and try to get through these levels and really try to push. We've got another signal zone above. There's some great space up here up to like 33.52-ish. So that's getting pretty interesting as we go through the rest of the day. So as you can see here on the micros, right, same stuff. We just want to see, we've been holding this geometric line all day. Let's see how this one holds. That's going to be a very, very important one, right, as we triangulate here into a relatively low volume Friday. So imagine that. Okay, so good stuff there. Let's take a look at the Qs and see how they're behaving here today. Okay, so Qs, right? So we've been retesting this downward trend line from this morning. Got a little bit of a pop off of this here, but we're still below the 15 orb lows. Let's take a look at the IWM. So a big pop in the IWM here today, guys. We saw the banks really strong today. So this is one of the leading sectors right here today. So very, very good stuff right there. We saw some nice names, which we'll look at in the chart request later, like JP Morgan, things like that. They were originally weak at the open, but really got a big pop later. Let's take a look at Apple here today. So Apple is actually on kind of the bearish side this morning, but it didn't really set up. It hit the 15 orb low, but never really broke down. Double inside 15 hours. Still in the 15 orb range right here. It's still weighing heavy after yesterday's big day, but let's see if that can hold. If the market gets really bullish at the end of the day, we might see some rallies in these ones. We pointed this one out on the public Twitter right here. Double inside 15, formed a triangle, and then a breakdown here through the 15 orb low. Members did well on that one today in the group. We also have Facebook. This is one that we called out at the open this morning on the live stream as having some strength here this morning as well. Some follow through from yesterday, right? It looked like kind of like a nice little bull flag coming into the open. We got a nice break out of here as well. We also had a 60 anchor too, which gave some extra momentum to get to the upside. We just did a 618 retrace right here, right at the 15 orb high, and we bounced off of that on Facebook. So still very, very bullish on Facebook. Another one that we pointed out this morning was Roku, right? So this was after earnings, right? Kind of came back down, got really, really tight this morning, and gave a nice push to the upside. Members did well on that one too. So good stuff. Let's take a look at the some chart requests. We got NVTA. So that got a little bit of beat down from yesterday, inside day yesterday. So inside day down, it's coming up to some prior high levels right there. So let's see if it holds that as potential support. APPS. Let's take a look here too. Yeah, nice push off of yesterday's highs for a big move, right? We talked about that. If we could clear here, we could get a nice momentum move up, and we saw that today on APPS. Let's take a look at D-Dog. Okay, so D-Dog, so down pretty hard after earnings right here and coming back down. So, again, we're in a lot of major levels right here, and we just kind of have to see. Here's the deal right here. We haven't even touched the after-hours lows right there. So it's just been kind of just working its way down right there. But pretty rough stuff, and I think they actually had good earnings. So kind of keep an eye on it and see if a dip ever becomes viable on that one in the future there. So Uber, again, was looking really bullish into yesterday. Of course, it was an earnings, so binary event. We gapped down here. It's kind of chopping around in this range. CGC had ended up having a rough day yesterday. We're getting follow through the downside today as they have earnings coming up next week. So that should be very interesting on that one. Looks like we're losing this geometric line right here. So that was on our bearish radar this morning. JP Morgan. This is an example, right? So this is a good request right here. JP Moore with a big pop here today. So it attempting to take the inside day up. Got really, really tight intraday and then just gave a big pop to the upside right here as it got now just cleared yesterday's highs. Double inside 15 for a 15-hour break on this one. We just saw the volume coming in on this one and thought it looked pretty nifty. So cool stuff there and great stuff, guys. I really appreciate everybody's chart requests. I hope everybody has a great rest of your trading day. Stay healthy out there and remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game.